Hi guys, welcome to my newest video. Today is all about those 4 words that your vet tells you when you don't want to hear them. Your pet is overweight. So when your vet tells you that your pet is overweight, it can be a bit hard to not take it personally. After all, we try so hard to keep them in good health and have them walked and active. The good news is it's quite easy to get your pet to lose weight. There are many foods out on the market, and before you try something that's a weight loss diet or a satiety diet, there's a few different options that you can do for your pet that are at the commercial level. The first thing that you can do is to find a weight loss formula food. Weight loss formula foods are usually higher in fiber and lower in calories. Weight loss formulations are also being rebranded as senior formulations, and that's just simply because they're higher in fiber and lower in calories. There is nothing wrong with feeding a senior formulation to your pet if you're looking to do weight loss. That fiber intake helps your pet feel fuller longer, helping with portion control issues, and it also helps them feel more satiated. So when you're feeding a high fiber diet, sometimes a lot of people say that they see that their dog or cat is scrounging less and begging for food a lot less. Things to think about when feeding a high fiber diet are that your animal may not be able to tolerate it if they're diabetic or they have some gastrointestinal issues. Fiber can have some contraindicated effects in animals with diabetes because fiber is a starch usually, and starches are digested into sugars. It's something to talk to your vet about before starting your animal on a high fiber diet, just in case. It can also cause issues with gastrointestinal distress because higher fiber intake can sometimes mean that your animal is going to the bathroom more. So simply put, just watch, keep an eye on it, and if you have any concerns, it's always best to bring it up with your pet's vet. When feeding your pet on a lower calorie diet, a lot of people say that their animals seem to want to scrounge. Because they're getting less food than they normally do, if your animal's used to getting, say, 2 cups a day and you cut that down to 1.5 cups a day and you don't do it gradually, sometimes the animal can feel a little bit hungry and they act like they're starved almost. And the best thing to do when it comes to that is to decrease the amount slowly if you have to decrease it in large amounts. And another trick that we use often is to bloat the kibble with water. If your animal won't eat their kibble if it's wet, you could always try doing something like with a nice bone broth or other things like wet food. But if you're going to be using this method, make sure that you decrease the amount of kibble that you're feeding just to counterbalance those calories. You want to make sure that any treats and everything that you're giving counterbalances with the amount of calories that you're getting in the food. So if you're feeding a lot of treats, bring down the amount of kibble, because you're going to end up in this continual cycle where your animal just either keeps gaining weight or isn't going anywhere because you're tacking on extras. When it comes to weight loss, how much is safe? And this is really a tricky question because it depends on the size of the animal. Anywhere from 1 to 2 pounds a week would be great for a giant dog, or tiny, minuscule amounts like grams in something like a rabbit. So really when it comes to weight loss, it's best to check with your pet's vet just to find out how much is safe and what isn't safe. There are high fiber diets out there that are things like satiety diets, appetite control diets, and these are usually available through a vet, but there are some commercial brand options. Before trying these options, I urge you to try decreasing the amount of food that you feed normally or trying a weight loss or weight management formula. When it comes to treats, what's best to feed your pet while they're on a diet? And there's so many healthy treats out there that are options. There are treats that are low in calories, but honestly, when it comes to something for a treat for weight loss, the best thing I suggest are veggies. Carrots, apples. Try to stay away from the fruits because they can be quite sugary, but things like celery are great options because they give your dog something to snack on that's crunchy and it's great for their health. But that's everything, guys. I hope this video is helpful to you guys. My question to you is, do you find it offensive when people call your pet overweight? But that's everything, guys. Keep on hopping!